Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have my custom Walking with Dinosaurs T-Rex. I know I've been calling this my custom, accurate T-Rex for a while, but it's more of just like custom Walking with Dinosaurs T-Rex repaint, just with some lips. Pretty much that's the only thing new. I didn't actually fix the wrist, or really do too much else to it to really make it fully accurate. I kind of just added lips, but it still just looked pretty nice, so it's semi-accurate. But anyways, it's mainly the color scheme is based off of the Walking with Dinosaurs series, not the new 2025 release, just the original Walking with Dinosaurs series. And I actually really like this repaint. Anyways, let's take a closer look at its head, which you can see. I actually went a darker color scheme since, again, this isn't perfect to the Walking with Dinosaurs one. It's kind of more just inspired by it. But yeah. Anyways, looking at the head, just a Jurassic World T-Rex figure, except I added lips to it. Open the mouth, you can still see it has all the teeth and everything. Pretty much, you can see all the teeth there. It has extra soft tissue around the mouth to give it lips. It has orange eyes. Then you go down to the throat, where it actually has the colorful kind of underside of throat. Oh, kind of more of the display feature on the other side of the throat. Anyways, we go over here. We can see the body with a lot of dry brushing and washing. That was a lot that I had to do on this figure. But yeah, the hand there actually is battle damage on it. Has a bitten off finger. This probably didn't come out the best. I actually originally had it painted so it was a little bit more of a lighter color, but I think I accidentally put too much black on that part, so it became a little bit darker. But yeah. Anyways, we go down to the tail. It has some simple white striping. Another damage. It actually looked more like this. You can't see it too well on the camera, but the finger looked a little bit closer to this at first. So yeah. Anyways, back onto this side. Pretty simple. I didn't do too much anything too crazy to it. You can kind of hold it up like this if you want to stand a little bit more horizontally, but naturally rests more like that. Now, for the actual articulation, the tail rotates. So that's tied to the action feature. The neck goes side to side. A little bit squeaky, but yeah, it goes side to side like this and swivels like that. The arms can go forwards and backwards. The jaw can open, though that's, of course, tied to the action feature. The legs, it can actually stand up more like this, so it can stand upwards. And it can also bend down all the way around this far to actually kind of sniff on the ground and stuff. So yeah, this still has full range of articulation. Actually, I think this is how it's supposed to stand. I had it kind of standing downwards, that's why it was a little bit bent down, but anyways. Oh, I also forgot I think the feet can articulate though, there's really no point in doing that for the most part. Anyways, the action feature, there's a button that you can kind of see on the tail. And when you press that button, the head shakes and the mouth opens and chomps. I actually did forget one point of articulation. The tongue actually articulates up and down, and it's also rubbery, so that's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything to this T-Rex figure. Nothing too crazy. Also, the scan code, this is based off the Camp Cretaceous T-Rex, so the scan code is just the regular Camp Cretaceous Rex. But I did keep that, kind of visible, so if you really wanted to do the scan code, it's still available. Yeah, I also added scars. There were already scars on this figure, but then I painted them in. Each scar section is, a different color. This is probably my favorite scar. I think it came out the nicest. Then there's this scar you can barely see, and then I know there's another one over here somewhere. I think it's on the neck. You can kind of see. Still think this one looks the nicest and coolest on it. I actually had to redo that because before it looked really bad. It's basically just some white lines on it. But yeah, I added some washes on it and it looked way better. Anyways, for size comparison, first here's the next to a Mattel human figure, which if you have a Jurassic Rex, you can see it already completely dwarfs it. So just fortunately, it can't swallow it, but yeah, it can still pick it up in its mouth, kind of thrash it around a bit. Like any other Jurassic Rex. Now for an actual size, I'm going to actually have to get my tape measure out for this, since this is quite a large figure. Push this all the way back. You can see this figure measures in at about 21 inches, which is pretty long. And then at the top of the head, about 9 inches tall. Top of the hips, I'd say about 8 inches tall. So, yeah, pretty decent size. Now let's actually compare it to a few things. Again, I already did the human figure, but here's the next to a Jurassic World Raptor figure. Here's the next to the Lab Lockdown T-Rex for Jurassic World Rebirth, which it is significantly bigger than. Here's it next to Walking with Dinosaurs. I mean, not Walking. I was about to call this the Walking with Dinosaurs 2025 Spinosaurus because I'm about to call this thing Sobek, but no, this is the Jurassic World Rebirth Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus, which it actually sizes up with really nicely, and actually I think it looks really nice with. So, yeah, anyways, next, here's it compared to the Jurassic World Habitat Defender Triceratops, which it sizes up with pretty nicely, though maybe I'll do a repaint of the Habitat Defender Triceratops one day if I get a second one at some point. But, yeah, it sizes up with pretty nicely. You can kind of have a duel between the two, similar to the newer series that came out. But, yeah, kind of just put it under there. Definitely could do that if you wanted to. Anyways, next, here's it compared to Beast of the Mesozoic Torosaurus. If Triceratops is just not your favorite thing, or you're not a fan of the reboot and prefer the original, you can pair it up with the Beast of the Mesozoic Torosaurus. This would have worked so much better if I had the fan choice one, where it's the actual Walking Dinosaurs Torosaurus. But no, the blue one's significantly better, and no one can tell me otherwise. So yeah, anyways, here's the next to the Torosaurus. Kind of can do a similar thing that you did with the Triceratops. Honestly, I just love this Torosaurus figure. Yeah, I know this is for the for my custom, but I really don't care. Torosaurus, this is absolutely like the best dinosaur figure that I own. Anyways, next, here's it compared to Mr. Mutant, because why the heck not? Also, they both can kind of sorry, I have to say Mr. Mutant, I think, pulls that action feature off better. And then it also can do this. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. This is it on 2 legs, but here's it on 4. We're much more even in height. Anyways, that's pretty much all I want to compare it to. Hope you guys enjoyed this repaint. If you'd like to purchase this figure, it will be available on my Etsy. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.